and welcome to Shedfest, a car show hosted by also Alex from the YouTube, celebrating sheds, or if you're American, dingers, cars of a low caliber. I think all cars are allowed. I'm in the Chaser. The 350Z's probably my biggest shed, but that's away at the moment at BG Giveaways because I picked up one of their cars, which you can win by following the link down below. And I'm going to spend the day looking at sheds. So the Chaser has been positioned right by the stage. I think we've got Smart McCann also parking here a little bit later. Most of the other cars are already here, ready to be looked at. I need to wipe this down, and for added shed points, I might keep my paper number plate on. Long story about that. Here comes Mark McCann with two people in the bed of the ML. They're requesting revolutions. Are we going to get that? The exhausts are up there, in case you didn't notice. The people want revs. There we go. Explosion. See, this is your fault. Your fault. This has happened. Look, you started a battle. So we're going to start off with the most appropriate car for Shedfest. We have the world's fastest shed. I thought you'd bring it along. It makes so much sense.
I was so pleased that Alex has named the event.
Yeah, this is your show. Let's have a look at the RS4 engine or RS6? RS4. And we got the Freddy the Sheddy. So there's two sheds at Shedfest, and then a metaphorical shed. But we'll have a look around that later because we've got some new arrivals. I've just seen a pink spoiler. We know exactly who that is. It's Boris the Micro, and of course Rasarossa as well. It's 10 past 11.
It's fashionable to be late.
But you're not just late, you're here at the main park.
You are not getting parked for another hour.
I feel a little bit bad because Jack did the same thing.
Yeah. Was this planned? No.
I just saw him pull up behind me.
Yeah.
At the entrance,
Yeah. So because Scott's late, he's decided to turn the car off whilst we wait for the crowd to disperse. Can you turn it on again?
I told you it was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea.
I said turn it on.
It started if you hadn't lifted the headlight.
Also, that's very hot to touch. So pushing it. Jack, you're going to be there a while. It won't start again.
Do you want to see real reliability, Scott?
Almost. Oh, yeah. That's how it's done. But now that the crowd is dispersing, we're going to try and start. It's cooled down.
I need your lucky cut.
It's going to start. We want a big cheer when it starts, everyone. Yeah! It's smoking. There you go. The golden touch. So they've got a great little procession through the crowds. Everyone's migrated from the stage to watch the Rasarossa, Boris the Micro, arrive at the show. So we've managed to park Boris up, we've got the Rat parked up by the Chaser, and Mark started up the Merc again.
That'll do it. I salute you, sir.
Anyway, let's have a look around at some of the sheds on display. I feel like I'm being rude calling them sheds, but this is Shedfest. Hello, how are you doing? Further down, a white Corolla with white wheels because he can't afford a white Chaser. Love that. And who is this? What is his or her name? You don't know?
I don't know.
Like a Chris, is it a female horse?
Yeah, would you like to name her?
I'd like to name her.
Jezebel.
Jezebel. The word Jezebel has been floating around, so we're going to call her Jezebel. So here's Jezebel, nice hat. Oh, it lights up. And Jezebel's RX-8 has been signed by yours truly. It's interesting noticing what people are bringing as their sheds. I mean, you've got an XJR behind, there's an Infinity, an Alfa Romeo 156 GTA, and a McLaren 570 GT. But just behind is the largest sticker showcase of the day. You're a naughty girl. Now go to my room. Nothing beats a well-timed... I'm trying not to cause offence, but this Volvo fits in. I like it. It's like camo green with white wheels. He is white wheeling the world. And a Land Rover Discovery equipped with a chicken. And just as a reminder, this is the display section. You've got the S-Type. There's Toyotas and Beamers too. A RAV4 with the bonnet up to display an engine. And a Supra section with a BMW interrupting. The one that catches my eye is this one in liquid yellow. And of course, the lifted Cummins Diesel Mark IV Supra with its tow bar. And now a crowd gathering around a Mobula rolling road and a Porsche 924. It's gonna blow up! It's gonna blow up!
Oh my god, hi!
That's why there's a crowd. We're all expecting the imminent explosion. Are we expecting 3-figure as a result? Like, no?
No.
Two figure? 1 figure? That's healthy smoke there as well. You can tell because it's blue. It sounds good. Everything's all intact. Yeah. almost did a wee. It's the crowds. The leak is not horrendous. We're going for it. Yeah! It survives! The crowd go wild-ish. What do you get? 117? That's 3 figures. Yeah! So that is the size of a healthy Porsche 924, and that is the sound of a healthy Porsche 924. Most of the sound came from the front, that's why. So we shall leave the Dyno behind for now because I've just been distracted by a Jaguar S-Type. It is in the livery of a Jaguar XJ220S, as you can see here. I found a clue. It says 1JZ on a Prelude. I don't think, surely, no, this can't have a 1JZ. He must have another car with a 1JZ. I don't believe that a Prelude has a 1JZ. I'd like it to, but I won't believe that. But let's see what other sheds we can find. Pink and yellow's brave. And we've got the Young 924 Members Club as well with their Pattons bonnets and Feathers McGraw. But we are looking for some proper sheds, and we are finding some. This Ford Ka is called Derek. We can look at the diesely Polo Dune with its flap on the exhaust.
Adam C, have a look at my badge.
I'm trying to read no smoke equals gay. What have we got here then? Ah! Renault Cl. Is this the shed of the show?
This is the shed.
I think so far I'm going to call this the shed of the show.
I did try.
Well, you've cleaned it. Let's look at the front of the Cl.
Pull the bumper.
Pull the bumper out. Pull here. Just here. I'll let you do that.
Sort of just.
You know how to handle the better than I do. At least I found it. This seen a lot of action though. Done a lot of miles in the. She's been abused. Is this what I think it is? A Proton. I'm not good at Proton names. Let's have a look. Let's read the badge. It is a Proton MPI Catalyst 1.5 SE triple valve. I know the savvies of the hatchbacks. This is another model that I'm not familiar with. I love a Proton. Is it broken? It's fine, it's Shedfest, it fits in.
It's a little bit broken, it's been repainted, so...
It's a kidney transplant and the grills are gone.
I'm painting the front end, so
that's fine. I don't like the colour match there though, it's
yeah,
a bit off. Oh, we can look at the modifications on the Polo. We've got stripes. Are they racing stripes? Does that count? There's twin aerials and side pipes. Well, they've had to do a bit of heat shielding there, probably because the previous attempt fell off or rusted. Is this from the Polo? Just kind of put that there. Oh, they've colour coordinated the horns with the racing stripes as well. Nagara Blue S3s, beautiful. Another prime example at this show is the Mark 1 Golf. That's missing, but it's made up for by the Audi wheels he's fashioned it with, and the interior is very of the era, other than its steering wheel. But it seems you couldn't quite handle getting a grip of that. Oh, it's got a Rabbit badge as well. The Rabbit L. I don't know what this, there's a bit of Velcro there, and a tow bar for towing something small. But we might have found something that exceeds the clit. That's a sentence I haven't said before. It's a Peugeot 206 with some very artistic design. I'm going to show you this. Brace yourselves. This is the Peugeot in question. This has been hand painted. I've never noticed this at a show before. I don't think I've ever seen this. Beware the Karen. Oh no, the Kraken. Is that Kraken or Karen? It could work in both ways. The rear bumper's been cut a little bit to show the dangling light bulb, which to me looks like a hazard. If I was an MOT tester, I'd probably mark that down as an F. But as myself, I'm marking this down as a W because that's a favourite of the show so far, the Peugeot 206. Look, he's even got a replica of himself on the dashboard, and inside there is a colourful keyboard for the mappings that aren't happenings. And this is confusing. It looks like that's the gear stick, but there's the gear stick there, but it's got one of those like computer toggle things on it. And whilst earlier we had Derek the KA, now we have Zach the Passat. Oh my god, it's geese from Canada. But on the lawn we have a peculiar looking MX-5. It's got wide arches. I like the fluffy interior. Oh, velvet as well. I've just noticed this Audi though. That's been opening jaws today. Today is a sold out show. There's also a public car park over there just by the Golf with an arch in place with masking tape. And within that car park is a yellow Peugeot 205. Nice bumper. Oh, a pointy thing. I can use this. So we found another car to have a look at Shedfest. It has teeth. It is a Swagon. This Suzuki wagon has got little fangs and a tongue. Of course, there's a Mark II Focus ST revving in the distance. Very high vis there, but rusty down the side. We've got stickers and a dog. There's an element from a fridge and some spare fuel on the back as well. Apparently it's an ST. That is a lie. But let's give the ST the attention it wants. It sounds like all the others, but not quite as loud, fortunately. Oh. But fortunately, the music has stopped, so we can look at the cars near the stage, such as the Citroen Zara rally car, or a homage to it. And just by the shed of Shedfest, we have this R34 GTT replicating Brian's GTR from Fast and Furious. You may have noticed it in the background earlier. It's got the full livery and the spoiler. And on this spoiler is where I'm going to do a scribble. Look at my Sharpie, it does this. It's amazing. So, here goes nothing. I have signed an R34. And again, we had a quick look at it earlier. This is the Max Power Vauxhall Astra. This car was pretty much destroyed in a fire, and it's under construction. They are bringing it back as it was. I think it's got suicide doors. Pretty sure the hinges are there. It's an impressive piece of kit. Check out those exhausts around the back. I don't think it's running currently. I might be wrong. It might have an engine, but it's definitely one of the top cars of the day. Interior is still a little bit standard, not that you can see due to reflections and sun, but it fits just in front of this slammed Rover that's a bit of me. And here we see the average member of the Small Penis Club showing his goods to the audience. And either someone's doing a really elongated fart, or we've got a diesel shed on the dyno. I think this is round 2, so we might need to run to capture the third one. So we're running through the group of sheds just to film a diesel. Nice moustache. Of course it was a Skoda Fabia. There's one more, is there not?
Yeah, one more.
There's one more. Yeah, we've got one more. Here we go. My white t-shirt's not going to be white anymore. Ah, it's coming this way. But just around from the diesel disaster, I've just spotted this Cavalier L from Vauxhall with luggage in the boot. It's already an award winner. There you go. Best in show is the Cavalier L. And just around from the Cavalier, we have the rustiest car of the show, the Fiat Panda with a door that's almost not dooring anymore. It's dorant. And the Panda is parked next to a Skoda Felicia LXI with the bravest wheels of the day. Oh, double titanium tips there. And the bravest wheels of the day is that's a Triumph Stag with a 2000s Triumph 2000 front end. Something like that. Yeah, must be. Clear rears on the back as well. I bet it's got a Rover V8. Dunno. And this Fiesta's had a growth spurt. He now identifies as an E46. And right by, really sorry love, can't remember your name. Something. We've got an E30, which is missing some of the rear bumper. It's got a tow bar as well as pipes and a dent. And here's a bit of an understated hero of the day, the Citroen BX TZD Turbo, next to a van with scribbles all around it and a man with a beard. But to conclude the show, Taylor's about to show everyone how to ride Freddy the Sheddy on full speed modes with no brakes. Alright, to the wheelie! Yeah! I've already crashed one of Kevin's creations before, the Barrow of Speed. Now I'm going to crash this.
So this is Crash Part 2.
Crash Part 2. Look, no brakes. These are my brakes.
You having a go there?
Let's have a go. I'm Adam C. and welcome to Shedfest!
Adam C. crash leaving Shedfest. You are one sketchy man.
I almost traditionally crash.
I don't know if you lot know, I've got the fastest motorised wheelbarrow in the world. And Adam C. crashed it.
Oh my god.
Taylor's having another go and not crashing.
Oh my god.
Now we have Mark, the professional racing driver, doing a wheelie on the sheds. I hope he doesn't crash. Oh, there's no brakes. And now Mr. Denton is starting the race of the century against the shed and an e-mobility scooter. Oh, it's close. It's very close. The shed's just edging ahead. The scooter can't compete. Look. No amount of leg work will beat the shed. Look at this. We got both the diesel automotive legends idling together, the Supra and the Comma van. There's the Supra.
You savage, bro!
then the lifted Supra. Take a look inside, Supra interior, just with a bit of a difference. And the turbo Cummins diesel engine, like that of a tank in the Supra. But it would be rude not to feature Phil, the MX-5, the V6, whilst the comma departs the show, and another V6 of Alex's, the Alpha, that he's just bought for a cheap car challenge coming soon, white wheeling the world too. But after a long day at Shedfest with also Alex and so many other people, I'm gonna head home myself. I've never had so many obscure car parts to sign. So people were literally thinking, there's so many people here, Mike Brewer, Atarossa, Jack McNeil, Mark McCann, also Alex of course, and Taylor and so many others. People were just thinking, I need to get something signed. So they were taking, what did I have? I had an air filter from a Mini, I had about 5 sun visors, a steering wheel, a Saab door handle, a fuel filler cap, of course bonnets, R34 spoiler, and luckily I've got my Sharpie. This is my greatest asset, look. It's a clicky Sharpie. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. I'm gonna head home in the Chaser. So follow me on my social channels for the updates, highlights and pictures that I take at these meets and more. But for now, thanks for watching.